Turn the board. Yeah.
Lay down, wait a second. Now start to paddle. Now let it go. Stand up. Whoa! Let it go.
Surfing is not that easy. The pros always make it look so simple, casual, and relaxed. But for me, it's a real challenge.
Now let it go.
Still, it's fun.
Yeah! That was riding a wave. Yes, it was. Good wave.
Sun, beach, and surfing. While the people are freezing in winter in Northern Europe, it's really pleasant here in the south. I've come to the Algarve in Portugal to soak up some winter sun. My name is Lucas Stege from DW Travel, and these are my Algarve travel tips for you. First, I'll take you to Olhão in the southeast of the Algarve, a small fishing village that has lost none of its original charm. Olhão is a fishing village, and that's why you can find fish basically everywhere. Well, that's not an option for me as a vegetarian, but I'm hungry, so I'll take a look at one of the most traditional market halls in the Algarve, Mercados de Olhão. There's one hall only for fish and seafood, and there's another one for meat, fruits, and vegetables. And I think I'll find something there. On Saturdays, farmers from the surrounding villages come to Olhão to sell vegetables, fruit, and flowers. It's pretty crowded here. In the fish hall, you can find everything that was caught during the night. Sardines and mussels, squid and tuna. That looks good. This is my place to be. Bom dia. Hello. I'd like to have something tasty from the region. This one? Figos de estrelas? How much is a bag? Okay. Fig stars with almonds. Estrelas de figo in Portuguese, a typical pastry from the Algarve. Até lá. Smells pretty good. Oh. That's tasty. Now I want to explore the old town. It looks a bit like Marrakesh or Tangier in Morocco. No wonder, in the 8th century, the Arabs conquered the narrow strip of coast, which they called Algarve, meaning the West. They ruled the region for almost 500 years and left their mark. However, Olhão only came into being in the 18th century, when the conquerors had already left. But their architectural style characterizes the place to this day, and the colorful facades of the houses are also evidence of this past. These are azulejos, ceramic tiles. There are tiles that are traditionally painted by hand, and there are tiles that are manufactured industrially, like these here. And you can find azulejos basically everywhere in Portugal. Azulejos, beautifully painted ceramic tiles, have come to symbolize Portugal. The word is Arabic in origin and means little polished stone. The technique originated in Persia and was passed along across North Africa to Spain and Portugal. The tiles are more than decoration. They also protect the houses from heat and the salty winds of the sea.
Now I would like to do that myself, painting azulejos.
I booked a workshop with ceramic artist Bernadette Machins.
Bernadette, how does this work?
Well, it's very easy. This is the tiles. It's like this when you don't go to the kiln, and then you have to transfer with this and with this popper, like this.
Ah,
you
okay.
see, and
Yes.
you see the draw.
Is this okay?
Yes, softly. Yes, nice. Now you begin to painting. This is a special pigment for azulej and for ceramic. It's a blue cobalt. It's very traditional in the tiles in Portugal. It's an origin from Holland. This is a pigment. It's just water with the pigment. You have to mix very well, and then you paint.
Let's see.
The better it's if you begin in the center.
In the center,
Yes,
okay.
yes, yes.
This is for people who are very calm, so it's a little difficult for me.
It's very nice because you tack, tack,
Yeah,
tack,
yeah,
tack, tack.
yeah, of course. But I think I shouldn't drink coffee in the morning because my hand is not so steady right now. You can see
Well,
that?
the other, you can... you
Like
can-
this?
like this.
Bernadette, this is close to perfect, but it's not perfect. So maybe you can help me out a bit.
Okay,
Yeah?
I begin. Painting well, but
And then it goes into the kiln. "24 hours later, this is what I've been waiting for.
ta-da!
Wow, this looks great.
Yeah.
Perfect. Well, this is great teamwork, right?
Yes.
Perfect. Thank you. Thank you very much for showing me how to paint tiles. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Right at the edge of Olhão is a unique nature preserve, the Ria Formosa Lagoon. My next tip.
The best way to discover the natural park is to take a boat across the lagoon. My boat is right over there. Olá, João. Bom dia. So this is necessary, right?
Yeah. Perfect.
Good.
My skipper's name is João. He studies marine biology. Seawater and sandbanks. This is all natural. Lagoons, channels, and inlets combine to form a 60-kilometer, almost primeval natural paradise, the Ria Formosa Natural Park. At high tide, Atlantic Ocean water flows in and at low tide, back out again. The result is a unique ecosystem for plants and thousands of animals that live here or at least spend the winter here. The lagoon also provides a livelihood for many fishermen and mussel growers.
So you can see them catching the clams in the river.
Oh, there's someone catching clams right now.
That you can see there.
They are working there the whole day.
No, 3 hours before the low tide and 3 hours after the low tide in these type of clam farms. You have clam farms under, okay, a little bit under, so you have to wait more time.
About 4 kilometers out from Olhão lies the barrier island Culatra, one of several islands that shield the lagoon landscape from the open sea. No hotels, no cars, No rush.
This looks like the Caribbean.
There is a long family tradition on Culatra. Almost everyone is a fisherman or a shellfish farmer. Their specialty? Portuguese oysters. Most shellfish are sold to France. I continue to the west coast of the Algarve. Lonely white sandy beaches, steep cliffs, the rough Atlantic. The west coast is not just a bathing and surfing paradise, it's also great fun for outdoorsy people.
The climate in the Algarve is pretty mild in winter. It's just perfect for activities for which it's too hot in summer. For example, hiking.
My hiking trail, the Trilho dos Pescadores, the Path of the Fishermen, leads along the wild Atlantic coast. I hike from north to south because the wind comes from the north and it pushes me a bit.
Oh, this is pretty steep.
Pure nature, far away from the cities. My destination is the Cabo de São Vicente, the Cape of St. Vincent, the most southwestern point of mainland Europe. From this cape, the great Portuguese explorers sailed towards Africa and America in the 15th century.
You could say that this is the spot where Europe ends. That's the Atlantic Ocean. Over there is North America, and over there is South America, more or less. But that's quite far away. This spot is kind of magical, and I don't think that there's a better place to end my little trip to the Algarve. So if you liked the video and my travel tips for the Algarve, please subscribe to this channel. Bye bye, see you next time.